and we're streaming Colorless Mode Part 2. Why? Because if there's ever a Part 1, there's always got to be a Part 2. And this time, I'm starting off in Colorless Mode. Why? Because, I don't know, people thought they were being cheeky last time. Yeah, well, I'm going to commit to it. Gotta commit to the bit here. Why not? Besides black and white, it's Halloween. It's the scary month, the month of scares. So why not go for, oh great, it immediately crashed on me. Okay, we already are off to a great start. Let's go. And by let's go, I mean let's try this again. Yes, all the scariest movies are in black and white, like Alfred Hitchcock's most famous one, Vertigo. Bruh moment. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the game's fault, unless you're bruhing at, Motion Twin for program bad. They should program good and not bad. Default timer, okay, and launch custom game. Let's go. It's still monochrome. Hell yeah, it is. Hey, nobody is going to be making cheeky comments now about how there's still color. Oh, no. We are going full-on colorless mode. It's still going to be use what you see rules. So in other words, if I see it, I use it. Although, what's going to be the best start here? What's going to be the best start? Black and white, the spookiest colors in the world. Yes, as Michael Jackson taught us. So, how do I get the alpha version on Switch? Unfortunately, not possible. It is a PC-only thing, and it's probably not going to be out for consoles in a while. What do I want? What's going to be the best? Oh, let's just go with here. It doesn't really matter, because I'm going to be losing all of these items immediately anyway, but whatever. Still see color on your channel profile picture. Well, that needs to have the color there. This is a weird generation. I don't think I've ever seen lore rooms break generation for some reason. I don't really understand how that works, but I mean, that's how it works, I guess. And you know what? Let's just parfait. Oh yeah, use what you see. So I gotta grab this thing immediately. Okay. Look, I need the colors. The pink is the channel. If I get rid of the pink color, then it's like, what do I have? Nothing. It's just a blob of nonsense. That's what flowers are. The pigmentation is what gives them life. Anyway, had the bonfire room spawn right at the start of the prisoner's quarters once. Like underneath you or something? I have never seen that before. Let's just go full green. I think that the same thing I did last time with survival, getting as much health as possible, probably going with a delicious build based around using a necromancy set of mutations is going to be the best thing that I got going on here. I don't really know exactly how this is going to be, but yeah, obviously. Oh, come on, you're not supposed to hit me when you're on a different level like that. That was why I was jumping around like this. Around, I say. Oh, and I should sell this too. It was to the right beyond the cavern, just beyond the cavern. Oh, so I actually got it like even a little bit sooner than you did. It is so weird that it does that. And then, of course, when you get into spoiler final area, it becomes absolute nonsense, and the lore rooms don't even work half the time. Or any of the time, really. Just kind of where things are floating in midair and everything like that. Oh, come on. Well, goodbye, Alchemic Carbine. And you know what? I'm going to use Flawless. Flawless, even if you don't have perfect use, even if you're not playing perfectly, still is a pretty decent weapon. So the grayscale hurts my eyes. Okay, fine, I'll take off the grayscale. I can't meme it up here too hard, I suppose. Otherwise, people complain. There we go. I got the saturation fully up now, so I don't really see how you could possibly complain. This is exactly what you wanted, isn't it? Now you get all the colors. Okay, let's actually take that off. And there. Now it just looks boring. I don't know why you forced me to do it like this, chat. Colorful mode. Yeah, exactly. We just gonna go full-on clown vomit as far as this stream goes. The scariest of colors. It's like every single creepypasta you ever read. Where it's just like, oh no, the blood is like hyper realistic or whatever. This spaghetti sure is spooky. Portal rune. Yeah. Ah, there we go. Flawless is still a good item. It's just, when you lose it, it's bad. Ghost outfit for colorless? Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Also would go with the whole spooky vibe that I'm doing here too. Good. Magnetic grenade is actually something that I do not value enough. I've had some pretty good runs with that. And goodbye, flawless. Let's go. Well, next time I'll throw it on. Next time I will throw it on ghost outfit just to complete the Halloween-y vibe. Although I want to say that maybe not the blue, but the orange is definitely very Halloween-ish. If nothing else. Yeah, spooky spaghetti. Well, what do you call it? Terrifying tortellini. How do you get it to be colorless? It is new in the latest alpha. So if you're not in the alpha, you can't do it. But as soon as that gets out into... got hit there immediately, of course. But as soon as you get in... As soon as this gets out into the full version, it should be available for everybody. But for right now, it's just for those intrepid few who choose to go into the most unstable, as you might have seen when the game immediately crashed upon starting it up today. And least balanced patch for now. Nope. Don't even do it. The soundtrack. Oh, you know what I can do? Let's no, we're not gonna meme it. Not gonna meme it up too hard right now. We'll save that for a little bit later in the stream. But I was actually looking on YouTube to see how many like. Oh, is that a cursed gem? I'm gonna go take that. But to see how many 10-hour-long royalty-free Halloween sound effect packs there are. And the answer is a lot. So I hope you like witch cackles, because we might be hearing those endlessly later on. Okay, I want to go get that cursed gem. Why? Because why not? You hardly ever see that thing. I would consider this as part of the what you see caliber. All right, 18 curse, and I do need to take this because blah, 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 use what you see and all that. Get up here. Ugh, shouldn't even go for... I should just be using the Nutcracker. Nutcracker is actually doing a pretty good amount of damage. Almost got me there. Not fast enough, though. Drinking game for every witch laugh. Actually, speaking of that... You remember last time I was drinking Hard Mike's lemonade? You know, a little bit of lemonade action. Well, somebody asked me a question about White Claws, and this time, I got a whole pack of White Claws with me. 12 of them. It's a variety pack of every different flavor here, and I'm going to drink each one over the course of this stream. So, you ready for it? I will give you the... updated flavor profile and everything like... No! Well, too bad it's happening. Yeah, it really is just hard seltzer, isn't it? Oh, well. We got 12 of these things to get through, so... Let's go, everybody. Colorless does disable achievements, so if you are... You're hoping to kind of cheat your way to victory, unfortunately, does not work quite that way. Is always one of the great things about a... Is always one of the great things about getting a magnetic grenade is that it does go through wall, which is always very useful. Phaser, I'm less interested in. Do it, Doc. I'm doing it! I just opened up a... What is this one? Clementine. Clementine White Claw. It is really just seltzer. I mean, I don't understand the memery, to be honest, but I suppose maybe after 11 or 12 of these things, 12, there's 12 in the pack, I'll kind of understand it. Having everything scale with any stat is a bit strong. A bit? I would say that this is absurdly overpowered. Okay, fourth person to tell me what to take, I'll go with that. Stay hydrated. I think the alcohol in it is going to kind of cancel out the hydration aspect of it. Even though it's not very strong. Good. Oh, yeah. This sort of combo is amazing. Unless it stops being active the second that you finish up with it. Anyway. Okay, so fourth one, it's Fire Blast. We're going Fire Blast then. Let's do it. Finally beat 4 boss cell, hand the king to realize that I need to take the different route to beat the Gigante. El Gigante. Yeah, that is... What did I have before? I want to say it was the Marksman's Bow, which I didn't even notice that had some good poison synergy enabling stuff here. Too bad. Oh well, it's been a little while since I've used this item. Also, survival scaling, not too shabby at all. Really, what I'm fearing is losing my magnetic grenade, because it has been very helpful right now. I think this is one of those items a lot like the tornado that scales at high stat levels. It scales very well, is what I'm trying to say. Well, as far as getting rid of stuff here, I think trading out the Nutcracker for the bow is going to be a good idea. Okay. How was your day? Going pretty well. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever had a White Claw, so that's something. I don't know if it's really anything particularly interesting, but hey, we're getting the live updates. In fact, let's have another sippy right now. Yeah, it's okay. I am a fan of Alcopop type of stuff. You know, the kind that's just like, this is extremely, extremely weak liquor with a lot of flavor associated with it. Hell yeah, I'll take that. That's not as good, and too bad for Fire Blast. We got to see it for like 5 seconds here. I guess I'm not like too disappointed with it. It's just, this doesn't even taste like a pop. It just tastes like water. Okay. Just don't turn into the generic White Claw douche. I thought you were going to say White Clown douche, but that wasn't quite the same thing. I don't know what that would mean. To be honest, this is my first experience with this most vaunted of beverage type. Yeah, didn't even get a chance to use this thing. Well, for like 5 seconds. Best weapon. Hey, it's good, but I don't know. I still think that it has... And... Oh, come on. The electric, of course, is the electric elite every single time. Start drinking, I'll be able to get it out of 2 boss cell. It's like, well, it didn't work for me. Ooh, the Aphrodite outfit. Speaking of my traditional colors. I'm going to keep this one. Gotta rep that brand, dude. Also, hell yeah. If I'm going to be going survival, use what you see. You know what? Full memory. Although this is a very good multiple. Well, I'm going to be getting rid of it soon enough anyway, so who cares? Last one was the DBZ skin. Yeah, it was, I think, the Great Warrior or something like that. Obvious DBZ reference. Yeah, sure. Why not? Get rid of the one that I can't sell for one that I can. At least for the future, it'll be pretty nice. Yeah, going with a... If I'm going to be going colorless, and if I'm only going to have this for a couple seconds, and I do think that the owl is just very convenient. Anything that gives you really consistent damage for survival is 100% worth taking. All right. I think every single country has their own flavor of very fruity alcoholic beverage. Yeah, I mean, when I was starting this up, I was honestly thinking about maybe just going for not even the White Claw, but what we otherwise would know as the very basic baby alcohol known as wine coolers. But then I decided, no, you know what? We had a specific brand name used here. Why not just go full on with this sort of malarkey? Choose the form of your destructor and all that. What boss cell do you need to unlock the machine that gives you weapons? So that's 1 boss cell, and you have to beat the hand of the king. Although if you are working on the current alpha, you have the option of getting a full save file, a 100% completed save file, which is what I'm using because, you know, come on. Of course, much like every save file that you use on the alpha, it does get deleted after the end of it because it's just a copy of a save file. But at the same time, I think it is 100% worth it just to get the most out of the alpha rather than having to worry about unlocking stuff every single time. Stats counter's freaking out. It's like, oh yeah, we noticed that last time. Apparently it's not actually something... It's not actually giving me the stats. It's just... Yeah, okay. It's just not counting them well. Yeah, I don't really know how to describe it. It's a visual glitch, basically. Good. Let's go. I'm gonna go into the sewers again. I do think I don't go into the sewers a lot. Why not? Just make sure that I'm doing all I can to make these runs interesting. And there goes the Wheep. Yep, unfortunately, has returned to its home planet for quite a while again. Given how many items there are in the game, I doubt that we're going to be seeing it anytime soon. Although, who knows? You know how randomness is? Numbers clump up when they are truly random, after all. There goes the sonic crossbow. So maybe we will be seeing it quite often. Each time you throw a grenade, you say yeet, yeet cells. That sounds very terrible, and also I can rules lawyer that very easily by just not taking grenades. Hello, Max. Okay, so whatever you want to choose here, 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to take the 5th person that says bombs that spawn when winding up an attack no longer unfreezes enemies. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. So I see 1, 2, 3, and we're going number 3 then. Which, you know what? Sure. Now, unfortunately, that is Great Owl of War, but what are you going to do? Can't always get what you want. I got to start doing it like I was doing last time, where I quizzed you on some obscure fact that I happen to know, and then whoever gets that right gets the answer. Gets their answer chosen. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. Make an overlay with number of times you died on stream so far. Well, no, that's... No. 1, why should I embarrass myself like that? But 2, once you get a good run going, runs tend to last for a while. It's just the, you know, the first couple ones. You need a couple burner runs when it comes to streams because they're not always... The start of it is the most successful. Starting is the hardest part, as they say. Okay. Yeah, I should also be able to use these infantry grenades pretty effectively. Just blasting through enemies here. I also shouldn't run into Great Owl of War. Wow, thanks. Let me drink the rest of my first White Claw here. There's one down. Let's get a different flavor. This one is lemon, which I guess I don't know. Yeah, only 11 to go. I mean, it's really going to be harder just because of the fact that there is so much liquid that I'm drinking here than anything else. What are you going to do, though? Getting mildly... It's like, I have my doubts on even that point. You know I have a hearty constitution. This is probably just going to be mostly a gimmicky type of thing for me, which, as always, I'm fine with. I love gimmicks. I try not to overuse them, though. Because I do think that they get stale very quickly, i.e. see my modding rampage that I did a few streams back. Okay, there we go. What if these things had an insane amount of alcohol in them and were just disguised? They're disguised very well, if that's the case. They're like 3% alcohol. It's minimal. Hey, let's see if I can run through here. Yeah, there you go. There's a good effective use of the decoy. That almost never happens. This is a little bit more questionable, but working out just fine. Regardless. Okay, less fine, less fine. Just gotta stay in the air. Enemies can't really attack you in the air. Ooh, and that is a good get. Also a new item there, but what are you gonna do? No dying. I ain't dying yet. There's some more life left in these bones. Buzzcutter just screamed like crazy. Yeah, sometimes there's some weird glitches that happen with that. I don't really know how to get it to happen consistently, but it's like if characters are off screen or something, it's just very... It happens. And bam, wham, bam, done. Sapporo is pretty Sugoi stuff. I don't even know why I'm looking at this. I can't afford anything, especially on a use what you see budget. Gonna get replaced immediately. Thinking about the mod apocalypse just makes me so anxious. Oh, why would that be? I mean, it's over right now. It's not like we're gonna have anything new happening on that front anytime soon. Okay, chat. We got a new set of items here. Yeah, that was close. What do you think? 1 or 2? Let's just say the first person to say I want number 1 gets to choose. Okay, somebody said I want number 1, but they didn't give a number, so it has to be votes being sold. Damn it, people, this is so easy. I don't really know why you always struggle with this so much. It's almost as if I'm making these purposely complex for no reason at all. What do we got? I don't even remember the first thing that I picked up here. Boomerang, why not? I did it right, should have picked me. Unfortunately, you didn't do it first, and that was the other hidden objective. All right, and I gotta think of some actual questions here to make this slightly interesting, so it's not just making you say arbitrary phrases. But that can wait for a second as yeah. Launch a million bombs into the face of that rampager. Cool. I mean, at least that makes my choice easy. Why not? Let's go. Colorless mode is a pretty... Hey, cool. Colorless mode is a pretty neat idea here. I do like seeing it finally implemented in the game. Just the ability to not have to worry about stats in any way and just have it completely random as to what you possibly can get. It makes, especially doing use what you see runs, but really any run... Ooh, not that. A lot more spice to it. By the way, I didn't actually drink any of the lemon drink that I had here, so... No, this one's not very good. This one tastes like medication. Yeah, it's you know the flavor. Well, do you know like the smell of a Band-Aid? That's what this tastes like. It's the Clementine one was much better. Blech. Yeah, I mean it does not taste like lemon. I'll tell you that right now. At least not in the way that I want it to. Great Owl, pour that one out. Well, I didn't see that the last time somebody made a joke, so congratulations. You get ownership of it now. For whatever that means. Good. Let's go. Limoncello? No, limoncello is much better than this. So far, I want to say the ranking for the 4 different flavors of White Claw that I got going on here are number 1, Burger King foot lettuce. But also, number 1, Clementine, and far, far away, power gap there, number 2 is lemon. Best thing that you want, Burger King burger is foot fungus. Anyway, future voting symbol. The first person to solve the Pythagorean theorem gets to choose the item. Well, we're probably going to get that pretty soon here. 6 minutes? No, I think this is a 60 kill door, unfortunately. Lemon-scented Band-Aid, which would actually be probably a nicer Band-Aid than normal, but not what's going on. Okay, that's what we're looking for. That's where we're going. What happened to the thumbnail? It's colorless. Get it? Colorless. Like, colorless. Soy sauce flavored beer I would actually be down with. Because soy sauce is very salty and beer is very yeasty. You like having a cracker or something. Who would win in a fight, a grizzly bear or a silverback gorilla? Silverback gorilla, I believe. At least that's what I'm going to say. Boop you with cat toe beans. What? Does that even mean in this context? Anywho, let's get going. I always forget that they do have bombers in here, which are a scary proposition to deal with. Thankfully, going down with relative ease. Okay. Nope. You know what? Yeah. Thank you, Giant. As always, your services are appreciated. Let's go. Found chocolate instant ramen. That sounds terrible. Ooh, let's... Oh, no. 4, 3... Oh! Damn it. You know what? Let's just go with the traditional route, because I do not like the mix of enemies in here. I want to get a good run tonight, which is, of course, not in the cards. Never is with Dead Cells, but I'm going to attempt it anyway. Great Owl of Death's Door. You know, if they had a Death's Door mechanic in this, I would be much happier. That took a second to load. So, ghost outfit, because it's colorless. And get right on the next episode. Let's go. Sounds better than soy sauce beer. It's like, I don't know. I would try it. What's the best item to go? As frustrating as it was to not have this up when I needed it the most, I am going to try out the Giant's Whistle again. Tofu beer with soy sauce. Now that, 1, cool. And 2, now that sounds pretty bad. Tofu, I guess tofu is already fermented though, so it's like, what's the difference, really? Okay. I didn't hit the button. Kind of an important part of this whole shenanigans that I'm doing here. Wow, I didn't even do it. And give 1 hearty punch him. No, didn't do it quick enough. That's fine, though. Not like those enemies. I do not like them, Doc Daddy. Yeah, I'd have to agree there. I do think that it is probably going to end up being that the Corrupted Confinement is just... It has harder enemies, which... If you don't have the ability to deal with some of the rougher, tougher dudes that happen to appear around in there, bombers specifically, it's kind of a questionable go. And that said, if I did deal with the curse a little bit better, it would have been fine. This is the ghost outfit. I think it's... I don't remember where it's dropped. Maybe by Foggers? I think it might be Foggers. Or does he already have... Oh, no, that's not a... Alright. I mean, hey, if I'm going to be getting rid of the... whistle, why not go for this? Oh. Of course I run into a wall immediately. Yeah, this is a visual glitch of the alpha where my stats are bizarre and not correct. Maskers on that one boss style difficulty. Oh, so it is a specific difficulty. Well, that's annoying, but not too bad. At least I'm hoping. Erect. Just continue on with this here. Might as well do it while you have it. Smoke them while you got them is what I say. If I can find more enemies, that would be ideal. Okay. It's just too bad that I'm going to be losing this immediately. Foggers or the ghost dudes from the Sanctuary. Yeah, those are the guys that make other enemies invisible. Is pretty much what you're looking for on a higher level difficulty that I do not know which one. I regret buying weird ramen. A strange phrase that I wouldn't really see too often, now would you? Put on shades so you can't see any more items. I mean, I can just like down the rest of this White Claw if you want that. Move on to the next one. Yeah. You ever considered a back to basics run on 5 boss cell where you can only use the rusty sword, old shield, beginner's bow? I mean, I have done like 4 cell difficulty with basic items before. It's just, you tend to just move on, not even worry about using those items, and just use items that are, goodbye, sweet prince. And just tend to be using items that are, you know, good. While the sword falls by the wayside. Which is too bad. Beheaded's animation looks, during spin looks so weird, like a flat image spinning around. I mean, that's actually what it is. I've made that observation before, that especially ugly worms out of any of them have this Paper Mario type of quality where they will go 2D for a couple seconds before suddenly turning back to their proper model. It's a quirk of how the engine works. Don't use good items, you coward. That's... Chocolate ramen does sound bad. Cheese pesto wasabi sounds kind of good. And also the taco one sounds okay. Yeah, if you can't see stuff, you can't get screwed over by them. That's words to live by. Ignorance is bliss, am I right? It's also strength. Because apparently we're doing 1984 now. Is that what you want? You want George Orwell's horrible vision of the future to come true? No, I will not close my eyes to the atrocities of man. You can't make me. I take chocolate over pesto? But pesto belongs on, well, not spaghetti, but pesto belongs on pasta. Come on. I mean, the weird thing, wow. Oh, that's what happened. But the weird thing about how this works is that it does look like everything is a 3D modeled thing, but it's like they take a JPEG of the 3D model and then import it into the game as a sprite. It's kind of hard to explain. And it's also very weird in how it works too. But that's how you get the sort of oddities occurring with this. Just live in chemical bliss. Oh, let me take another swig of my White Claw. Very good. Let's go. In a chemical world, it's very, very lonely. Band-Aid. It is not great, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh, speaking of not great, you know, I guess I can sell this. Fine. For some of the weird yakisoba, dry ramen with sauce. Oh yeah, I mean, like yakisoba has some. I mean, it's really like when you cook that into it. What is the thing when you get that in a sandwich? Because I know that is a thing that I do not remember the name of. If there is a proper name aside from yakisoba. That was close. Let's go. Spread? Well, not like that. Could add like 5 other frames to make it a bit smoother. I mean, they do exist, kind of, but it's more like just literally adjusting the yaw or the pitch. I'm not a graphic designer of the sprite to make it work. Okay, so we got 2 choices here. Let's just say so the first person to post the sex number along with their choice gets to choose what the next item is going to be. All right. Okay. Oh, somebody actually said 69 and 1. I was really thinking you were just going to post 69 and then not have it. We're going to have to sell both of them again. I'm surprised at your competence, chat. You're learning. Slowly, but surely. There we go. Oh, very nice. I'm going to have to get rid of it almost immediately, but while I have it, I'm going to be using it. Like, there's no reason not to. Being phrased by Doc is kind of weird. Being phrased? Are you training us to be smart enough to play the game for you? Oh, God, that would be so great. I can just sit back and drink my White Claw. Anyway. What do we got? Just, again, throwing knife is not very impressive. Why must you say such hurtful things? I don't even know what I said. Somebody remind me what I said. 34 is a sex number, not 69. Fair enough. You know what? You get to choose the next one. Make sure that when I get that choice, you are here. Your intelligence shall be rewarded. In a way most unexpected. Strange and wondrous. Oh no. Well, I'm just going to take the hit on that one. It's worth it. Not to have to deal with this elite. Yeah. That'll work. There. And unfortunately, that is the end of the invisibility necklace. Let's go. Ah. Sandwich like a tonkatsu? Yeah, why not? Tonkatsu? I don't know. You know, I am going to have to actually do some more stuff with Persona because I have been really working hard on that series, kind of in the background, prepping up for the Royal. But, every single time I want to do some streaming of the actual studying portion, I'm like, oh, I don't want people to see me be incompetent at things that aren't video games. Yakisoba Pan, thank you. Thank you, Himemiya. Yeah, so it is just literally like yakisoba bread. So I guess that's not really... Ooh. All right, well. What do you want? I would highly recommend a magic missile. Highly recommend it. Okay, thank you. Let's go. Ready for this one. Because this is the clear choice. We have survival, and a lot of survival, as well as a very fast and accurate, I guess, weapon. It's the exact sort of thing that you're looking for when it comes to a survival run. Huge range, huge tracking, big damage. Let's go. I mean, in the meantime, I have no idea how exactly this area is going to go. Curses, as always, are the bane of my existence. Gonna need a colorless mutation too. Maybe I'll throw on a suggest a mutation and figure out something to have people figure out some sort of trivia here. You can answer the riddle of the Sphinx. You can choose what the next mutation is going to be. You should do Twitch so you can download that one mod. I mean, it's not even a mod. It's actually just built into the game. I have done it a couple times. It's just nobody knows about my Twitch channel, basically. So the amount of times that I've tried it, there have only been like 30 people in chat. Wasn't very interesting over time, I think was the real takeaway. And shouldn't be a problem to take out these guys. Like I said, it's the tracking. It's not even the speed or the range. It's the fact that you can hit enemies from anywhere that makes it so powerful. Sexy kitty? Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I dress up as a sexy cat basically all the time. You just don't see it. It's sort of in the background. Stream on YouTube and Twitch when you do it. It's a win-win. Yeah, but Twitch doesn't let you do that. It's kind of against the whole contract. Now we're one step closer to the edge and also to getting rid of Magic Missile, which has been quite good for me so far. Colorless easier than normal? Oh, absolutely. Because normal, you never know if you're even going to be able to use an item. At least when I'm doing, you know, a use what you see run, I know that every item is going to be effective in one way or another. There are no items I can't use. Oh, the pick I got in my head was bad. What do you don't even know what I look like. Although you can just imagine a very pudgy white guy crammed into a costume. It really highlights his enormous bust. Like, I don't really see how that's disturbing in any way. I mean, it's enormous due to the pudge, by the way. Hot stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. There we go. Oh. Unfortunately, that does mean no more magic missile. But hey, what are you going to do? Well, time for me to bleach my brain. Or consider it even harder. I mean, come on. Don't you just want the huge amount of cellulite spilling over from those sexy, sexy panties? Never been more turned off and turned on at the same time. Oh, and are those nipples peeking through? Yeah, they sure are. I'm like, oh, Doshido, don't look at me, Oni-chan. I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, let's get on with this here and actually just finish up my second White Claw. Good stuff. I'm begging you, please stop. Oh, but Oni-chan, I'm so embarrassed. Why are you staring at me so much? There's a problem. Okay. This might work. Nope, it did not work. Doc, my son is crying. Why do you have your child watching this? Ever. For any reason. Okay, and there we go. You know what? I'm going to actually take the damage there because I can. I'm really getting into some pretty close quarters here. That'll work. You know, never discount just running through everything in Dead Cells. It's shockingly effective sometimes. Anybody else? Anybody else? Something called too much information. I don't really know why this would be a problem. Yes! Oh, so close. Looks like fish is back on the menu. What does that even mean in this context? And goodbye, repeater crossbow. Let's go. Let's get it. So anyway, now that we know what I look like for Halloween. Oh, come on. Literally, you know, I said before, it's like I never really do anything for Halloween. I think the closest thing that I even came was a couple years ago when I watched In the Mouth of Madness, which is a pretty good movie, but I don't really know if it's particularly Halloween styled. I was thinking about doing something on the channel this year for that, but I didn't really know exactly what. I mean, here, chat. You got any good suggestions for maybe like a little one-off horror game to do just for a quick... Just for a quick, like, a Halloween type of thing on the channel. Nice orange juice bar. Well, I mean, it's going to be gone very soon. Don't even worry about it. Because I can't afford a potion charge over the course of this year. AFC dating sim. You suggested that last time, and I'm still not going to do it because people didn't want it on Twitter. If they wanted it on Twitter, I would do it. Maniac Mansion? Oh, man. Would that be a good one-off, though? Because that's actually a pretty lengthy game, all things considered. That said, a good choice. Also, I don't really know if that's quite Halloween-themed, but at least it's close. Don't Starve. Okay, now that is definitely not Halloween-themed. Yeah. That's the one I got last. Let's go. What do we got? Not too much of anything going on here, actually. It's gonna be a problem. I'd like to play Cursed Sword Run while being blind for the full hour. I couldn't, like, read chat and everything. That'd be hard. People on Twitter don't matter. Yeah, well, unfortunately, they do. They're the only people that matter, as it turns out. American McGee's Hong Kong, look at my name's Alice, which... Oh, boy. Wasn't there supposed to be a remaster coming out for that pretty soon? Not that I'm really interested in playing it, but it did seem sort of interesting. American McGee is just the most ridiculous name. Okay. Let's be extra cautious here. Okay. And done. Blind run using chat to guide you? But how? How about FNAF? FNAF would actually be pretty good for a one-off, but also like... Oh, okay, so that does actually stun him. Some things don't get stunned. Gotta watch out for that. Okay. There we go, and just a little bit more. Hey, I'm being extra. Earthbound Halloween hack. Oh, no. Look, I'm pretty sure that everybody wants to forget about that, including Toby Fox himself. I don't think anybody really wants to see that thing make any sort of a return. It's pretty bad. Yeah, gotcha. First appearance of Megalovania. Hey, Doc, you're curious to know who killed the girl in the prisoner cells? I mean, I don't think that would just be a zombie, right? I mean, they could do something more with that, but I don't really think that there's too much, like, mystery. Everything on the island is pretty hostile to everybody. And she's just a treasure hunter, so it's not like she's particularly well equipped to go fight the many, many undead horrors that await her. That's the only thing that I can really think of. Only in runs like this can we witness Doc using double knife. Yeah, I mean, it's... spend too much money on stuff. Well, I can get it in the next area. Because whatever I go to is going to have something. Spooky's House of Jump Scares would also be fun, but I have watched several people play through that game in its entirety. So I don't know if it would be all that amusing because I kind of know everything about Generic Industries Laboratory. What is your favorite weapon? Oh, I have been really keen on using the Giant Killer. I think that is always a very good choice for just about any sort of run. And I hate bosses. So anything that can take down bosses pretty well is fine by me. I missed it. Oh well. Just get out of here before anything else terrible happens. She has a portrait in the castle, so she must be significant enough not to be killed by riffraff. Well, so does 2B, and she doesn't even appear in this game. What is everyone's most memorable Halloween costume? I have none. Well, aside from the one that I just painted in your memory right now, with my very erect nipples and cellulite spilling over my bikini. Remember it? Come on. What's your most hated weapon? Well, it used to be the grappling hook, but I think something else probably has taken its place at this point in time. Oh, right. Skip Sass is the first phase. Well, at least the beginner tutorial phase. Oh, come on. I got the parry there. being too aggressive here. Not that it really makes a big difference, but still. Come on. No, you want it. Well, this is gonna be a problem. Commit, die? What? Unepic is a relatively short game and has a lot of spooky skeletons. Oh, I don't really think that counts in the same way. That's more of a... Isn't Unepic more of a fantasy game? Okay. At least that's how I've heard it described. Oh, come on. So close. This should do it, though. There we go. And tips when you get the first boss cell. Make sure that you keep unlocking all of the really basic items. Stuff like starting equipment, stuff like the... Hey, there we go. Stuff like the, what? Anything that... Like the re-rolling in shops I know is very good. But aside from that, there are a few, like, very good items, whether it's getting the... Oh, you know what? Unlock Cavern. The Cavern is very good because you're able to get a magic missile as well as, you know, the boss from that area's various rewards. A lot of that stuff is pretty good. Metroidvania themed around D&D, bunch of nerdy references. Clock Tower? Like the original Clock Tower? Oh man, I don't know about that one. That actually would probably be a good choice though. One, it's been a while since I played any... Right. It's been a while since I played any SNES games. Two, it's a classic in its own right. Okay. Three, it also has a legacy that nobody's really been able to match in the same way. And even people that have worked on the original Clock Tower haven't really done the same sort of quality. I'm talking about Nightcry. Nightcry is terrible. It's scary. What are you talking about? You got like Dan Barrows trying to attack you with giant scissors? It's cool. What about Castlevania? I mean, I'm already, not only am I already played like every single Castlevania game, I love that series, including Bloodstained, which if you want, I got a mostly unlisted series of streams that I did, but it's, I'm also doing a game very similar to that right now, you know, with Ori, which I got to go finish up at some point in time. JonTron ruined Clock Tower? Weird. I wonder what did he do? Because I'm not even familiar with that. An older Castlevania, maybe Super Castlevania. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like Super Castlevania all that much. I played, like I said, I played pretty much all the various Castlevanias, but that one, like, I just kept thinking, man, I really like Castlevania 3 a lot more than this one, basically. Okay, so we got two choice. I would probably say pick Pyromania, but I will leave that up to you. Which, here, how about this? Name the subtitle to Castlevania 3 and also your choice. Subtitle for Castlevania 3 and your choice. Made it too funny for me to even take serious. Some of them are very silly as far as Clock Tower games go. Dracula's Curse and 2. Man. Is it gonna go 2? I mean, okay, I guess. Fine. Fair enough. Curse of the Moon. Oh, yeah, I played Curse of the Moon. No, I haven't played Curse of the Moon. I only played regular Bloodstained, which is Ritual of the Moon. What was the actual thing for that one? It's Sorry, Aiden, I gotta go by the person that, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. That's what it's called. My favorite Castlevania, actually. It's got a lot of stuff going on for it that you might not realize at first glance. Okay. Now I see a legendary item. And I want to paint it black, but also that's not really the sort that I'm looking for here. Okay. Gonna have to be a little bit more cautious with my potion usage. Dracula's Curse grindy arcade mode. No, that's not how you first off, not how you choose that. You're trying to play the system, and second off, I'm already doing crosscode. Like, did you see my tweet on that? I've actually gotten into the game. I'm planning to make that into a real series, but I gotta finish Ori first. The animated Castlevania series is pretty good. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know, because it's one of those things like, I never played Castlevania for the plot. I don't think anybody did, so it's not like I'm, oh yeah, hey, it's Sypha and Trevor or Ralph. Okay, here's a question. Did they call him Ralph? I would respect that if they did. But that's neither here nor there. No. Okay, fine. Fair enough. I would have really liked that if they did. I'm just saying. No, it's just Trevor. Okay. I'm a little disappointed. I'm going to admit. I was hoping they were going to go with the OG name there. That would be fun. Description still says you're playing crosscode. It better not. No, it doesn't. Refresh your browser. It should be right. I made sure to fix that up proper for this. Hey, and almost got me. No problem, though. Oh, that's garbage, though. Oh, fine, whatever. At least I didn't take any malaise damage from that. Oh, glad you're liking crosscode. I didn't... You know, I'll say exactly what I said before. I didn't want to like crosscode. I'm already doing a very long RPG series. We're talking, you know, 50 million hours, much like crosscode is going to be. But the game won me over, straight up. It is actually pretty good. I just didn't want to do another RPG that is going to be like a way too long for its own good, running out of ideas almost immediately. And having maybe a couple things that I like about it, but I ultimately find really frustrating. Of course, yes, I am talking about Brainlord. What were you thinking of? But yeah, it is going to be until I finish with Ori, though. Trails in the Sky. Which, those do look like kind of fun games, but I don't know, they just kind of look like... I've played a bunch of games like that before, basically. So I don't know if I'm super interested in it. They look fine, though. Nah, I don't know. Only 70 plus hours per game. I mean, how many hours have I gotten out of Dead Cells, you know? Ever played Journey? I have not. I remember when people were really talking that up as being a really amazing game and just never got around to it. I mean, I didn't have a PS3, which that was originally out for and whatever, so... Tales of series, exact same thing. That's the exact same sort of feeling that I got when you were describing, well, when I saw people describing Trails in the Sky. It's very, yay. You can blow through those, questionably. Keep refreshing, and either says blank or crosscode. Well, fine, this is crosscode. Welcome, everybody. Oh, that's a good knife dance. So, whoever wants to do this, name the main character of crosscode and also the number of item that you want. Leia and 1. Come on, really? That was such a good... That was such a good knife dance. What are you doing? Anime is awesome, and for 24 episodes, like a million hours of gameplay. I mean, I guess Salt and Sanctuary would be good for future 15, 24 hours, and it's great Souls-like. I mean, it is famously a very Souls-like game. I do know that. Just blow through one of these, I guess. Today I won't ask stupid questions about stream. You can ask stupid questions about whatever you want. Okay. Last time we had a new alpha, got chatted up by you, but I guess not this time. Also, give me 1 second. I'm gonna crack open another White Claw. Yeah. What do we got this time? Watermelon. Ooh, I am actually interested in drinking this one. We'll see how good it is. Lemon, not very impressed with. However, probably gonna put it on the next poll, you know, in 5 months. Yeah. Yeah. We got some time here. I like this one. This one's good. I mean, yes, it does taste very artificial watermelon, but at the same time, I'm fine with that. I like that flavor. Oh, come on. I call shenanigans on that one. Oh, well, at least I can get back up to full health immediately. Good. Yeah, Crosscode's going to be a very long game. As we know, it is like 300 hours, so it's not like it's going to be going away anytime soon. Ziggurat. Oh, man. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good giant killer, too. All right, well, let's look at these two here. Okay, fine. Here's a question. What is the first LP I did at the start of this year? And then number. How about that? See if you guys been paying attention. I think of Watermelon 4 Locos. Yeah, probably. That definitely, I'm sure that it's very similar to that sort of thing. Of this year. One in Dead Cells. Oh, no, got it. It was easy to say. And number 2. Let's go. I would have said number 1, but I guess, you know, really the magnetic grenade was the best thing. Well, was probably for the best, because, well, actually no, because the War Javelin is terrible. Never mind then. Should have chose Giant Killer. Enter the Gungeon. I did Enter the Gungeon in like September. It was Environmental Station Alpha. Started up in January. Giant Killer is illegal. Well, whatever, man. It's a good item, and I was just talking it up how much I liked it. Also, this is not a great set of items that I have here right now. Really like the... I'm better here. Because it's OP. Yeah, whatever. It's not OP. They have changed it enough that it's not... The reason I knew that was because I bought it a couple weeks after you started playing it. It's a good quality game. It was also what started me on the Teikari train, so hey. Powerful grenade still worth it? Yeah, sure. I mean, even if the damage cap has been removed, as Himemiya has said, it's still going to take out enemies extremely quickly. Well, even if. I mean, because the damage cap has been removed, it will take out enemies extremely quickly. I can't imagine it getting any less powerful than it is right now. Okay, and there we go. Let's go. Still not the best, like, makeup of items, but I am getting into pretty overpowered, yeah, there we go. I'm getting into pretty overpowered stat range. Oh, Hime-sama. Oh, boy. Go. Oh, we got a stormy night going on here. Very appropriate for this very Halloween-themed episode, even though it hasn't been at all. I did the black and white thing at the start here. Was that not good enough? Let's go. When you unlock the shop where you can choose what to buy, that is an upgrade that you get in the graveyard, where you have to find a key called the Architect's Key, and then it unlocks the area at the very far right of the graveyard. Leads you to that blueprint. It is totally worth doing it. Although not as much now that we have custom mode and everything going on. What do I want this time? What's a good question? What's a good question? In which FNAF did the purple guy first appear? And then your number. How about that? It's that one. You do have the ghost skin on. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's fairly appropriate. The season? 2 and 1. Man, Blake, you got that immediately. FNAF is for nerds and 2. All right, so what was the first item there? I completely forgot. Oh, Crusher. It's not as good as Magnetic Grenade. You got it first? I mean, you chose the Crusher first. You didn't say the number. Blake did. Oh, wait a second. No, wait. I was looking at your answer first. I chose the wrong thing. Well, there we go. Fair enough. I guess you won anyway, as it turns out, because I wasn't paying attention. Sure. Technically 4 if you count the timeline. I don't. Not in that way. And also, did that happen after Sister Location? Because technically it would be 5. What's the point of the Greatsword? It does do decent damage. It's just very slow. If you can get something that can allow you to maybe... Yeah. If you're going to get something that can allow you to freeze enemies in any way, you'll get a lot more usage out of it. Is the Ram rune in the ossuary? Yes. But that does mean that to even get into the ossuary, you do require having the teleportation rune to make that happen. Okay. And there we go. I'm on my game for tonight. I mean, to be fair, these are very specific questions that I thought that it would be more difficult to answer. Nope. And one more. We good. Go and there. Oh boy, I would really like to switch this out for something that is not a ranged, limited ammo weapon right now. Yeah, we good? No, we're definitely not good. Oh, we got it. This has a lot of has a lot of updates, which is great, but it's a completely different game than what it was. To be honest, I see that as a good thing in a lot of ways. Because the original game of Dead Cells was good, certainly. But I do think the updates have made it a lot better. Now, the current updates, I think you can maybe find that a bit more questionable. But stuff like introducing multiple different stats that really do have meaning and everything like that, I think was a really big boon for the game. Being able to create different builds, and especially the mutations, have altered the way you play the game. So it's not just building up strength as much as possible and then health after that. Because that's what the game used to be. As well as boss cell difficulty and everything like that, too. Final patch is going to be huge. Oh, is there going to be a final patch? Are they actually planning to do like a wrap up the game fully type of thing? That surprises me. If it ever is complete. Oh, okay. I was wondering because, hey, a lot of the information I get about the game is based on stuff chat says. Gotta pay attention. Oh, should Motion Twin finish the game or just keep evolving it until it's banned? And I think that it's like, hey, if you have, especially a game like this, there's so much replayability and everything that they can continue just adding content. It's the sort of thing, like, I don't think there's any reason as to why you should have a sequel if you don't have a grand idea that would build off that couldn't be done in the current game, especially with how easy it is to patch games at this point in time. Yeah, solves nothing. But that's fine. Just keep milking that golden goose. Exactly. And also, you don't even need to say motion twin. Just keep milking that golden goose, Doc. It works both ways. It's not like any series has eclipsed this in popularity, after all. Wink, wink. Not like I've gotten sick of playing it either. Okay, what else we got going on here? Oh, there is a double item up here. Let's get another question. Allow you to play previous editions? You know what? That would be an interesting one. Go full classic WoW on it. Be able to let you see what the game was like way, way back in the day and everything like that. Sure, I'd be down. Have you tried Borderlands 3 yet? I mean, you know, that's one of those things where I'm not very good at first-person shooters, so yeah. Nope. Wrap this up one more time. Gonna celebrate. Now the thing is, if I could manage to get 1 and 2. Okay, what's a good question here? I'm sure I can come up with something. Yeah, how about more FNAF stuff? In what FNAF game was it revealed that the purple guy's name was William Afton? And then also a number. 4 and 1. 4 and 2. Well, anyway, we're taking Spiteful Sword. I thought it was Sister Location, but maybe it was 4. I haven't played that one in a very, very long... The book. Oh, come on. That doesn't count. Man, I don't know. Just say 1 or 2, and I'll just take the first one. Okay, there we go. Well, that's not really the ideal take. That's fine. I was thinking that if I did manage to grab the... If I did manage to grab the shield, I might have gone for the giant. No, I'm not going to go for the giant. That's just a bad idea. I'm going to grind you a question next. Do I have... No, it's not open. Oh, well. The Fantastic Sword, which I'm not even going to use. I'm going to use a Spiteful Sword. Are you kidding me? It's so good. Let's go. History question next. Oh, God. What's a good history question? Well, we don't have... I don't even know if there's going to be a double item room past this point. Come on, I got this. I don't have this as much as I was hoping for. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. Fine, fine. That's bad. Also bad, but I should be okay. There. Ooh, boy. Which screenwriter wrote The Tempest? Screenwriter? That's the cover art weapon. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I forgot about that. Keep on rolling, baby. And this is a good combo of items. Now, unfortunately, I do have to replace that, but everything else, especially knowing that I have the... is the timekeeper a male or a female? Female. No question. All right, what was I even talking about now? I forgot. Who would win in a fight, Skynet or Ultron? Skynet! What are you even talking about? I guess it depends on what sort of Ultron you're talking about, because... which historical event that the band Bastille was named after? Was it the French Revolution? That's Bastille Day, baby. There. Keep those time-clapping cheeks. What a comment that I just had to read for some reason. There we go. Working on 5-cell, rocking the double boys axe infantry grenade. It's a good combo. So I would highly recommend continuing to work with that, because as of this next update, you're probably going to lose it, unfortunately. So, yeah. At least the one thing with this map is that, as bad as it might be sometimes, is that the Explorer's Rune does really help here. Well, goes that, unfortunately. Let's go. What are the 3 named NPCs in the grindiest Pumpkin Woods? Trick, Treat, and Candy. Yeah! Now what? I don't remember if the Scarecrow has a name. Where's the Spider Rune? In the Slumbering Sanctuary, you need to go through the graveyard first, which is... it's a trek, and you're going to have to spend a couple runs doing it, but it is completely worth it. It's one of the best items in the game. Good. Nope. What's your favorite Mountain Dew flavor? Baja Blast. The one specific to Taco Bell. This is kind of a bad idea, but I think I can make it work. There. Another way to get the Slumbering Sanctuary apart from the graveyard. Yeah, but the thing is, it requires the rune. So you have to go through the graveyard for the first time, and then past that, though, you can go through any of the mid areas, basically, if you fight, whenever you fight the first boss. Original? I guess it's okay if you like brominated vegetable oil. Oh no! The worst! Why again? Why does it have to keep happening to me in this way? Oh no! What's your favorite sin? Gluttony. Like, what are you even talking about? You know that if I was going to be marked by any sin, it would most definitely be gluttony. Roll at me. Yeah, my nemesis. A big spiky ball on a chain. Nicely done, but can you tell me which they mean Tai Ming that is buried in the Pumpkin Woods graveyard? Can't do that one, because those are 2 very difficult questions, all things considered. Are you kidding me? Because those are so far apart in the game that I cannot remember that very easily. Okay. All right, she got the parry there. That's pretty rare. Okay. Nope. There are also so many NPCs in Tai Ming because that was created way after the Pumpkin Woods was created, so they had a lot of time to be able to make a ton of NPCs for that area. Is this a 2-key run? It might be a 2-key run. Because I'm not really seeing how this is going to go well after this point. Yoink. That'll work. I mean, that's not the best outcome, but it is one just fine. Work aside. Oh, was it Tanny? Wait, was Tanny buried in the graveyard? I'm fairly certain that she wasn't, because she died on board the Flying Fortress, Ancient Ruins, whatever that thing was called. How would that make any sense that she would be buried in the graveyard? The world was on fire at that point in time. How about yours? That's why I like it and I never get bored. Couldn't get the roll there for some reason. Oh well, just think of it as me setting up my cool combo of getting less than 50% health. I might switch to... Might happen to switch to the disengagement after this. Oh, don't yikes me. It's fine. I'm accomplishing this just fine so far. Remember the bomb hip-hop track from Pumpkin Hill? Oh, you're talking about Pumpkin Hill? I thought you were talking about the mountain area in Sonic Adventure 1 where it got way different for some reason. Does anybody remember what I'm talking about? But anyway, yeah, Pumpkin Hill's great. I reference that song all the time because it's great. She was, and Professor Pine was buried in the... Still, that's a weird pull. I mean, yeah, it's like also Tammy being met in Tai Ming is not the most notable location of hers. She was talked about a lot in the Flying Fortress. Okay, got a lot of new items here. Biggest oofs. It's fine. Okay, Frantic Sword. Explosive Decoy. When was there no Hand of the King? I think it was first introduced in the Hand of the King update. I think it was just called that, right? Want to say. Doc is bad at soccer? Yeah, basically. That is true. Really like Grindia. Hope they finish up the Ghost Ship update. Yeah, Lost Ark. Lost Ark. I keep calling them out on that. Wins Lost Ark. But it's like, that's not... I don't think it's going to be anytime soon because they do take their sweet, sweet time with that game. Yeah. Who's the final boss before the king? Originally, in the OG version, it was the Conjunctivius, then known as the Watcher. Then it was the Assassin, which eventually was known as the Timekeeper. And then it was the Hand of the King. It's kind of what we've been rolling with until 5-cell mode. Oh, come on. Really got to remember that I need to... that he goes into the next phase almost immediately. Of course, I'm just getting absolutely wrecked here. There we go. Yeah, I'm Canadian. From the Midwest, which is basically like being Canadian. Yep. Ah, I keep missing the parry here. Terrible. There. Well, it's not great, but it's going. When did the 5 boss cell come about? It came about with the Rise of the Giant update, the free DLC that was introduced after the game was officially released. I got the boss, but still rip run. Yeah, I don't really think that it's gonna be working now. Doc's just making it look hard so we can enjoy it. Yeah, it's definitely not that I'm just bad at this game sometimes. Certainly. Certainly. How could it be? Got to switch out mutations? No, I wanted that. I wanted to continue on with that just so I could get the malaise heal. But, yeah. How do you get boss cells? Just basically beat the game. But then for the 5th boss cell, you have to beat a specific boss on 4 boss cell mode. Oh boy. Nope. Just keep hitting him. When did you start playing? I started playing in like the OG early access version before there was even an update out for it. I have been here for the long haul. Trust me on that one. An old hand at this game. Old hand of the king. Oh no. Good. My lightning bolt's not the best weapon. It is pretty effective here, so I guess I can't be too disappointed. Good. Endgame health is not the main problem. It's just the melees can kill you quicker. Yeah. Tips for 1 boss cell? Well, anything that works on like any of the boss cells is going to work well. Right now, I would highly recommend taking advantage of double items, i.e. boomerang, boy's axe, throwing knives if you want to go that route. A lot of good stuff there, because that might be gone soon enough. Of course, damage over time is always great. Alchemical Carbine, Hokuto's Bow, combo those things together. And then there's also stuff like just go with your basic giant killer build if you're having trouble with bosses. Because even though it's a slow weapon, if you have a lot of the other good items like a giant's whistle or the... A giant's whistle or the... Yeesh. Powerful grenade, you can get a lot out of that, even if you're working with a slow melee weapon. Basically, was Dead Cells popular before you played it? I mean, I would say it was decently popular in the sense that there were a lot of streamers that were playing it, but nobody was really playing it very well, which is where I saw my in, if you understand that. I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? If there are people that can play just Dark Souls or Dark Souls games for a channel, this game looks great, and it has way more replayability than your average Dark Souls. And I'd like to say that also it's very stylish and cool to look at and everything like that, so I knew kind of that there was something special here, provided that Motion Twin was going to continue updating the game. Which I wasn't sure if that was going to happen, but thankfully did. There we are. Thank you for telling where the Alchemical Carbine was. Comboed it with Firebrands, Wolf Trap. Wolf Trap is definitely the one to combo it with if you're not going to go Hokuto's Bow. Sinew Slicer and was able to one-phase Conjunctivius. Wow. That's, I mean, yeah, that's... Stuff like the Sinew Slicer, any sort of turret does have kind of a problem because it doesn't hit the Conjunctivius very repeatedly. But yeah, it's like, that's pretty impressive that you were able to get it that fast. Oh, just hit him. Yeah, there we go. Whew. Let's go. Just realized lightning bolt animation is the same animation for when he gives the bird. I didn't notice that myself. That's good. Marksman's Bow used in High Cell. I really liked it back in Zero Cell and 1, but haven't used it since. I mean, the problem is that in High Cell, enemies start teleporting to you, so it's harder to create space between them to get the critical off. If that wasn't an issue, it would actually be okay. The other thing, of course, too, is that the Hand of the King will block projectiles, which makes it very hard to land critical strikes on him. Now you cut that out right now. Greetings from Germany. I would love to go to Canada. Oh no, I'm not. I'm American. I'm from America. Trust me, I did that was just. I threw on colors because people were saying that last time. That it's like, oh hey, why isn't it spelled with a U? And I'm like, I'm American. Who's the guy that asked for the teleportation rune? He is just a prisoner, but you can find a lore room from him that does explain his eventual fate if you look around in the sewers and happen to get that to spawn. It's a nice little touch. There's no real... He's not like a very special character or anything like that, or a named character. War Javelin is a good combo for Marksman's Bow to push things away and allow you to get longer range crits. Yeah, I mean, I suppose so. I've never really messed around trying to... There we go. Trying to get the most usage out of that, so I couldn't quite tell you. Also, I am going to have to go back to get the... I'm going to have to go back to get the... what do you call it? Other key that I'm missing here. The alien key. Yeah. Don't have that right now. Wouldn't Wave of Denial work better? Hard to say, because the thing is that would assume that you're using a tactics run, and tactics runs, in my opinion, are way too squishy on high-level difficulties to be really usable. It's not like it would be impossible to use, it's just you're going to be dying in like 2 hits. So we can't cure melees anymore? Well, I mean, you can. There's ways that you can kind of finagle out some melees cures. It's just not very easily. Let's go. There's a mod where you can check out every lore room in order. Oh yeah, if you want to just do that, you can get the full info on that. You're looking for it. Okay. I'm going to have to go back then, get the key. And no. That's not terrible. Not as much health as I thought I was going to lose. Big F. No, it's fine. This is why you have... That's why you have necromancy in the first place, man. For situations just like this. There. Oh, boy. 1,000th again. Shut up. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. And... This is why I didn't switch out for disengagement. The exact sort of use case for this. Now then. Is melee's boss cell? When you get to 4 boss cells. When you get to 4 boss cells, you'll start getting melee'd up like crazy. Well, that's... Hey! Firestar, now what? I feel good. Okay. White Claw. I should have another sip of that. Yeah, melee's appears on 4 and 5 boss cell, and that's when difficulty starts to get real. Oh, I'm so happy that I managed to get that. It's so rare to see. It's not a... Ooh, let me just switch out the Rampart, which is not great. I would like to keep the Rampart, please. Sponsored by White Claw. Yeah, of course. I mean, if they want to, I'm down for a sponsorship. Are there any Astrolab specific blueprints? There are 3 of them. One of them you have to, you see that key there? You have to kind of like figure out how to get down there, and that will allow you to get into the top of the tower, which unlocks an item. And then 2 of them are dropped from the 2 new enemies that you... Well, actually, there's 3 new enemies now. But the Magistrate of Death... Well, first off, this guy right here. He drops 1 item that is a new shield. And then that guy right below me drops another new blueprint. And those are the ones you're looking for. It's not easy to carry a Hunter's Grenade into this late of an area. But thankfully, you only have to do it once. Dodge slammer attacks with difficulty. They are so fast. Just make sure that you are really, really ready for them coming. The attack's so fast that you should be dodging before they even start the animation is my advice. There, that'll work. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Let's go. You should make a video that you have to buy your weapons. Oh, dude. Where am I going right now, first off? Yeah. Really want to keep the Rampart, but it's just... Yeah. Yeah? What are you going to do? Motion's Twinch is sponsor. I mean, if they want to sport me some cash for whatever reason, I mean, I know you guys have sold over 1 million units. Certainly it must be fairly cash flush. I mean, I'm just saying. I wouldn't turn it down. Let's go. If you could choose someone to sponsor your channel, who would it be? I don't know, like Starbucks or something. You know, something that would be like super non-committal, and it's like, I would drink coffee all the time. Sure. Do that all... Oh. Okay. Maybe? I'd be down. Okay, and this is a little bit rough. Ooh, no, no, no. Don't get hit by the slammer attacks a million times. Again, this is why you have necromancy. Don't worry about it. I know you're thinking it's just like, oh no, Fs and everything. But no. It'll be, we can just hit him. It'll be totally fine. There and there. Although I do need to go grab that now because of the whole use what you see thing. Gonna waste that potion charge. No! There's enough enemies left in this area that I will be able to get back up to mostly, if not actually, full health. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Think I haven't been in this situation before? I've been in this situation more times than you can count. Walk into the fire. Like 1K from killing an enemy isn't bad. Not at all. I should also be able to get my malaise down by the end of this as well. Then what I'm going to do is we're going to switch out for some real good mutations at the end of this. Oh, hey, Wilford. Besides, this area is also super exploitable with this thing. There we go. You should make a face reveal. Oh, no way. Keep on going. There we go. Let's do this. Whew. I'm going to kill a couple more enemies. I'm going to get my malaise down, and then we're going to... for the 1 million likes. You know what? If I get 1 million subs, I'll definitely do a face reveal. Why not? Why not at that point? It's not like I'm going to be cheater ledge? Oh, whatever. I say whatever works. Okay. And there. Just like a little bit more health before I leave, and then that's about the best chance that I got at this last area. I got a potion charge, which is a miracle in and of itself. Incoming nerf on the ledge. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, yeah. Well, I can at least get one cure. Why not? And there's a couple enemies around here. I mean, there's a couple enemies kind of scattered around. I'll beat up these guys. Well, I don't think he's driving right now. At least I would hope not. I'm not going to die trying... Okay, I'm not going to die trying to get health. I might get a little hurt trying to get health, but that's... I'm not going to die. I'll tell you that one right now. To give you that info for free. All right, all right, all right. Oh, there's really not too much more for enemies left. Let's just go. Let's go. There's nothing else that's going to be going on here. Besides, I'm going to be taking a ton of damage regardless, and I'm going to go grab the extended healing for a huge amount of extra healing as well as extra damage. But like Crosscode, because game looks interesting and judging by the stream, it seemed you seemed to not like it at first. Well, I just didn't want to do another long game. I was saying that earlier too, basically. Oh, no, I can still redo all of this. Good. So, what's going to be the best thing here? Let's say extended healing. Let's say not even dead inside. Say disengagement. We can try this. Let's go. I'm ready for this. Well, it doesn't really matter. 3 a.m. still watching. Oh, don't worry. This is going to be over successfully or unsuccessfully very quickly. Don't even worry about it. Let's go. Yeah, you got this. We'll see. If I had disengagement, I would be a lot more You know what? I'm going to just not even worry about this. Oh, no. This is why I got disengagement in the first place. Come on. Hey, this is why I got extended healing, too. Not even just disengagement. Oh, come on. Don't block me like that. Certainly I have to be getting close to the end here. He's doing so much damage. Come on. Yeah, come on. Final phase, come on. Yeah, okay. No, I'm doing so badly. Now big F incoming. Oh, there we go. Man, last phase too. Man, I tell you. A lot of good stuff going on with these colorless runs, but at the